So we'll start the second session, and as we start the second session, I would make one quick announcement. There are two people today who have registered for one-on-one sessions with Qazi Saab. So that will happen right after this. Each one-on-one session is about 30 minutes. So you can start right after this. And then the second announcement I wanted to make was on November 11th, Shaivite.org will celebrate its second anniversary. And with blessing of Qazi Saab, we are going to start another course on Sri Vidya, which will this time be done in conjunction with Panchastavi and how these two are connected. This course will start around 11th November, and the notifications will be available on the WhatsApp group as well as on the website. With that, let me hand it over to Qazi Sahab to start the second session. Please.
Om Namah Shivaya. So, as I said, Kashmir Shaivism, I have made it very simple. Learning of Kashmir Shaivism, knowledge session and experience session. So far, we have talked about what is Kashmir Shaivism, the place of Kashmir Shaivism in Indian theology, then what is that a beginner should read. The syllabus we discussed in the knowledge session, and it is very important. I don't know whether you marked, the beginning itself, I gave a little taste of how to be thoughtless, desireless. That itself is a powerful kriya. When you just empty yourself, you are in midst of confusion. Try this, empty yourself, and some new light will come. Something new will come. I talk of how from Shiva comes down to the level of Jiva. I really made a little focus on Panch Mahabhutas. You know that Akash, Vayu, Agni, Jal or Prithvi. And all Akash is a very fundamental tattva on which rest the other four tattvas. In fact, I'm going to tell about experience session. Before that, there is a little bit, a very common kriya for young people to start a day. What is that common kriya is that you get up from the bed and we don't believe in elaborate cleaning. Mind should be clean, that is more important. In Kashmir, we could not take bath and other things. That was not the condition. So be mentally clean. Maximum you can little wash face or clean your mouth. That's all. You can, in America, go to compound, or in Delhi, there's a balcony, depending on the place. Balcony. Just, this is from the Vigyan Bhairava, this technique, but what I'm using is very easy and people can follow, get the immediate benefit. Just stand comfortably. There's a way of standing, just get a balance like this, so that you can stand with the balance, then you won't feel tired. Otherwise, some people say, we get tired while standing. We call it Pulanti Kriya, means eyes closed, remember your Lord, with folded hands, just do pranam, and chant only one time. You know, in fact, beginning itself I said, you chant Om with me. You would have seen that my chanting was maybe a little, quite longer than others could not even match that. But with practice, it will also, you can also match with practice. And what I said, eyes closed, standing, folded hands, remember the God, and chant only once Om. Chant Om till end. When you chant the Om till end, then activate your ears. You see why the sound is disappearing. This will take about 2-3 minutes. Just try to explore this sound of Om. Just try to listen to it. That means activate your ears. This will really refresh your brain, refresh your ears, refresh your brain, and refresh your energy also. Then what you do with mantra in mind, hand folded, slowly, slowly smile on your face and look to the miracle of sky. What do we do? Normal miracle of sky is the rising sun. You know, there are many things. But some people in UK say, there is no sun for many months. How can we do that? Clouds only there is no sun. You know, you can even focus on some clouds. Anything miracle in Akasha. We do say that you do it in this thing. And open your sun and charm. Look at that with open eyes. The rising sun, anything. 4 or 5 minutes. I tried not to, you know, doing this, close the eyes. Just try to keep it eyes open if possible. We may blink once, doesn't matter, depending on this thing. Normally we will not blink at all. And 4 or 5 minutes, this will really make you energetic for the day. Fresh, energetic and vigorous. This will be a big help to vigorous. So I normally recommend for the younger people, the working people, I recommend this. So this will help for the working people. Having said that, now coming back direct to the session, this experience session, I classify in 3 parts. First, I call it Shiv Samavesha, that is charging with Shivahood. Second part I call Shuddh Vikalp. Shuddh Vikalp is pure thought construct. Shuddh means pure, Vikalp is thought construct, because mind function is Vikalp. 1 and 2nd and unlimited Vikalp. From Japan to Germany, anything, it will always imagination. That is the characteristic of mind. So we say Shuddh Vikalp, pure thought construct, which I will also elaborate in detail. And third is, of course, energy of prana. Energy of prana. Here I directly use the technique of Vijnana Bhairav. But dharana, which also I will describe it, though we will not do that, but we'll describe this third dharana, how it goes about it. Now coming back to the first thing. First is Shiv Shamavesh, charging with Shivahood. That means how it is an entry, how you get entry in the sadhana. For entry in the sadhana, it is 2 levels. First level, I say, it's very important. We cannot ignore it. We will not get better results if you want the results. Let humility, love, and compassion be your nature itself. Not that you have come today, you are humble. No, you can't be other than that. And let humility, love, and compassion should be your nature itself. Many saints, great Mahapurush, in their life, they will never compromise with this. They are humble, they have love for everybody and compassion. Why compassion? It's not that I am helping somebody. Somebody is poor. No, I am celebrating the Shiva in him. He is also Shiva. By meaning of compassion is celebrating Shiva in him. I think yesterday I mentioned about the story of that Swamiji's, Swami Lakshmanju's Vidya Guru was Maheshanath Razan. He was telling about that Maheshanath Razan's father. He was a great master, realized master, very humble Ganpatiyar he used to live. They say one day, the old man, thief entered his bedroom. He was sleeping. He saw many books. Now, 70, 80 years back, people would hide some money behind the book or some sona, chandi, something. So he was shuffling the books. Kuch to milega. It was nothing he had. And this Guruji was watching thief working. Rather than handing over to somebody or something crying, he said, "Oh, my dear son, your fingers have got tired. Haath aapke thak gaye, hands are tired. Don't worry, I have a 1 rupee in my kurta pajama, pocket in my kurta." And the thief fell at his feet. He said, "Sir, I got God today, darshan. I will become your slave for the rest of my life." That is the power of compassion. In fact, as everybody knows, the Swamiji had got great blessing from Ramana Maharshi. Ramana Maharshi of South Aruna Hills was a great saint of, even now also a lot of foreigners come there for parikrama. The great sage was Ramana Maharshi. And Swamiji tells about his journey, how he blessed. Swamiji was a young saint, young monk. They say he would sit for a lunch together. Pangat, we call it Pangat, mass, everybody will have a lunch. No, he used to call Bhagwan. Bhagwan will be given this place and they will serve him. They say Bhagwan will take something and he would never ask for anything. One day, the man who was serving, helping, second helping, third helping, he called him. He said, "Do you have some buttermilk? I want a little more of buttermilk." He said, "Arey, Bhagwan never asked second helping. What is the matter?" Then he found there was no buttermilk left with him. So, okay, Bhagwan, I'll get. He went to the main kitchen. He said, "Oh, Bhagwan is come, buttermilk, is it?" He said, "Well, it's all exhausted." He said, "Bhagwan never asked for second helping." Then he said, "Okay, what to do?" So one somebody said, "No, downstairs we have kept some buttermilk for servants. Take something from that." So he took that buttermilk and served Bhagwan. After 5-10 minutes, he said, "Why was taste of this buttermilk not different from the earlier buttermilk you gave me? What was the reason?" That he cannot hide. "Sir, this was for servants' buttermilk. It was exhausted." He said, "From tomorrow, everybody should have same buttermilk. Never make this discrimination." That it's called humility, compassion. This has to be our nature if you want to go on the spiritual path. Number 2, what is very important, we should have 100% faith in ourselves. Self-faith is very important. Self-faith is very important. If you don't have faith in yourself, you can't have faith in others. I'll say, don't listen to anybody, listen to yourself. After all, it's a divine triangle. A divine triangle, on top is Lord Shiva. Right side is a guru or a teacher. A guru or teacher will guide you, bless you. And left side is yourself. It is you who has to take the journey, carry the journey. So, listen to yourself. What appeals you, that's the true knowledge. And second is self-love. You should not ignore yourself. You are a temple of God. You remain well-dressed. They say if you can't love yourself, you won't be able to love others. And if you need to take a medicine, take medicine. That's also a celebration, being a temple of God. And third is also very important, but I mentioned in detail, that God is a doer. God is a doer. So what will happen tomorrow, day after tomorrow, we are always worried. But believe, if you say, Baba, this is not my doing, God is the doing, you will always be happy. There will be some bada, there will be rukavat hoga, everything impediments. You will see, I wanted this job, somebody has problem has created. But then God will again solve the problem. This is called the wheeling and revealing energy of Lord Shiva. He takes a little test, whether you have faith in me or not. So once you trust God, you will see everything will be taken care. I mentioned, if you think we are the doer, we will be in trouble only. That hum murak jo kaam bigade, Ramo kaj banaye. Believe me, many people have said, this has helped us when we do everything in the name of God. And celebration also, God's blessing. Not happen so, doesn't have patience, God will take care of it. That will make our life journey very smooth. It is also very important. Now, second is how to control the mind. Pure thought construct. Because mind has a property, vikalp, thought construct, one after other, that's this thing. Now should we, they say be strict, control your mind, it is foolishness. It will bounce back in 10 times if you control the mind. It will bounce back 10 times. So what to do? We must, our aim should be Shuddh Vikalp, that is pure thought construct. Let us superimpose good thoughts over these wavering thoughts. So this I will make you right now, we'll do this practical, this is very important. So I will use the mantra of Om Namah Shivaya, we'll talk and then we'll internally talk Om Namah Shivaya. Then we'll condense the mantra and how to do that, which I will practically show, which will be a very useful thing. Second thing, third is the energy of prana. Now how to connect to divine, this is also very, after you are apt and have reached this mind clarity, then we can go for this third thing is Shuddh Vikalp. Here directly I use the dharanas of Vigyan Bhairava. Of course I had told you first also is from Vigyan Bhairava Pulanti, that I was impressed because young people can follow it. But here I use the dharana of Vigyan Bhairava. We start with first dharana. First dharana is very important, which is extensively used. Many meditations, Maharishi Patri, Panapanasati, Vipassana Kriya, that's watching the breath. Watching the breath, many things, we inhale freshness, exhale this thing. So in Kashmir Shaivism says that Para Devi showing you that, making you to recite through this mantra. While we inhale, we must chant so. When we inhale, we must chant hum, and when you exhale, you must chant so. So soham kriya, you must, when you breathe, travel with him, with this kriya, soham hamsa kriya. And it describes beautifully how the breath starts from the region of heart, Hriday, and this was Antrik Dwadasha, 12 fingers, 1, 2 and 3 in heart, and this is, and we exhale, outer space, again 12 distances, we exhale, and then again we inhale and exhale, and be aware of the U-turn. This is the first dharana. Second dharana says, then we go to the fourth dharana. Fourth dharana says, when you exhale and inhale at that U-turn, deliberately start for a second or two, so that you must feel the end part of it. You must feel the end part of it. So this fourth dharana makes you conscious of the end part of it. And then, of course, in the practice I teach second dharana. Second dharana is a very subtle dharana. He says, don't chant mantra, do nothing, don't this thing. Only focus on these 2 points. These 2 points, that is 2 U-turns, outside and inside U-turn. With breath ends and breath begins, outside also with breath ends and breath begins. Focus on that. And then it always makes, emphasize the point. Again, I also tell you that Paradevi, the Supreme Goddess, resides in these 2 points. It is a junction between life and death. Exhale, this energy again makes you to inhale, which you feel outside and inside. You focus on those Paradevi at the 2 points. Then you will see the miracle. Breath becomes subtle. Breath becomes finer. In fact, I don't know if possible, we can, at the end, can we play the video also? Swamiji Lakshmanju's video. Achha, not much. Chalo, doesn't matter. But I had in that Sacramento, I had played that video. It's not possible. Please do that. I'll share with you. Please do that. Which Swamiji himself says, how this breath becomes subtle. At that time, Madhyanadi Vikasa, the breath will go to the central channel. And that is the miracle point. Once you go to central channel, you see the shine on your face and different things will happen. The light, energy, and that's the beginning of an inward journey. That's our goal. It's an inward journey, and slowly you will progress in connected to the pranic shakti. Now, what we'll do, 3 points. Let me repeat it. Shiv Samavesha, charging with Shivahood. Let humility, love, and compassion should be nature, your nature itself, and always focus on the self-faith. Whatever inspires you, that will knowledge will stay with you. Self-faith, self-love, and please remember, God is the doer. That will give you great peace of mind. Believe me, this helped many. Once you think the God is the doer, but I told you, remember some of your mother's relative or father's friend, whom everybody respects as spiritual man. He will never be moved by any great event also. Say, okay, grace. And he will not be worried by any sort of situation also. That real equanimity. By the way, this remembers me, that our Bakshi Sahab, his son-in-law was Mir Nasrullah, was chief secretary. He picked up this ordinary boy as his son-in-law. And Miss Mir Nasrullah told me that his guru was a Kashmiri Pandit. And a Kashmiri Pandit, he said, he brought me, I was zero. It's because of that Panditji, he taught me real, original English, original this thing, what I was because of. So I used to touch his feet. Then he said, great honor, the Prime Minister of Kashmir made him son-in-law. And he told me, sir, that you have to come into the Bharat. So no, I will not, I don't believe in this Bharat. Leave me alone. No, he said, I will not go for Bharat itself, even though Bhakti Gulama tells me. You have to be with me. Of course, he had told Bhakti Gulama that, my guru is that Kashmiri Pandit. They say, on that, Bharat, in the car, he sat with him. He said, no, you will be with me only. And he was a simple pajama, he no dress, nothing, simple pajama, coat and pagdi, went with him. And this Bakshi Gulama knew everything. He first garlanded that man only. Kashmiri Pandit, then he garlanded Mir Nasrullah. Then he said, Bakshi Sahab, sir, how do you feel, sir? He made a Kashmiri remark, Haya Salah Itihadoha. Salah was a nickname for Mir Nasrullah. This also is a one day. This great glory also is one day. This why I'm using this story medium. I have hobby of story medium, so you understand the subtleties of this wisdom. Got a point? How you should behave in this life. This will really open the door to divine wisdom. Now, coming to Shuddh Vikalp, this is what we'll do right now. So kindly be seated comfortably and your neck straight. Of course, we have taken little lunch. Doesn't matter. That you should give some understanding for that. But with lunch, it's not as good as empty. Is much better. It doesn't matter. This is. Smile on your face. Eyes closed. Neck straight. Be comfortable. So what we'll do, we'll harmonize the mantra Om Namah Shivaya. That be our goal. I will chant Om Namah Shivaya maybe twice, then you chant with me. Then I will guide you and you go on chanting Om Namah Shivaya. Then I will tell you what to do. Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya. Little louder. Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya. 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 Please go on chanting Om Namah Shivaya as loudly. Now please mentally chant, eyes closed, neck straight, smile on your face. Please mentally chant Om Namah Shivaya. Now kindly listen to me. Just mentally chant Om Namah Shivaya. Now let us make a small mantra of this. Shivoham. Please, neck straight, smile on your face, eyes closed. Mentally, only mentally, not physically, mentally chant Shivoham. I am Shiva. We make it a little short. That was our purpose. Shivoham, mentally chanting Shivoham, like this mentally Shivoham, Shivoham, Shivoham. Please remember, after Shivoham, think of the grace, the ananda. Concentrate for a second after Shivoham, before the second Shivoham starts. What is the concentrate? Think of the grace of God, beauty of the God. So Shivoham, Ananda, mentally imagine Ananda. Then Shivoham, imagine the Ananda. Mentally chanting Shivoham, feeling the bliss, Ananda. Shivoham, then Ananda, feel the Ananda, Shivoham. Now kindly listen to me carefully. What is Ananda? It is a junction point. Junction point between two actions. Shivoham, a feeling, then Shivoham. And remember, Ananda is the seat of the goddess, divine energy. The Ananda itself is the divine energy. That's why we call it Sandhi. Mentally chant Ananda and feel this divine energy. इसे इसी एनर्जी में परा देवी का वास है. The Para Devi resides in this junction point. So mentally chant Ananda and feel the Divine Mother, grace of Divine Mother is there. The next Ananda, then feel the Divine Mother. Neck straight, eyes closed, and smile on your face. Whatever I told you, Ananda, this itself is the seat of the goddess, which gives a Shakti and takes us forward. Whether it is between two breaths, two actions, two recitations. After Shivoham, deeply feel presence of Divine Mother. Concentrate there before the second Shivoham. Now you can gently rub your hands and put on your eyes and gently open your eyes. So this is, you can practice in your home, 10-15 minutes. This was the same I showed you. So this is how you feel the Sandhi. And in the energy of prana, but once you are competent in this, then we do the practice of Vijnana Bhairav also. That we, between two junction points, feel Paradevi and then divine energy charge, that higher medicine. Once you get apt in this, you can see also a little bit. If you look at the mirror, you see just look at your face in the mirror. You see the shine. इनके तो दिखाए ना अपना face दिखाए कम से कम. They will also know that what is the energy of. समझ आए ना आपको? Anything, any difficulty? Anybody has anything question on this? And further, how to progress? You can contact with local contact is Rishik. Yes, yes, of course. Totally will guide you. You are the resource person. You only take every question from them. Everybody's. And I will, because basically my request is focus on the topics, what syllabus I have provided. Now focus on the resources to read it. So 2 books I suggested, Swami Lakshmanju's, that Secret Supreme, and of course Baba Mukhananda also is very simple, Parma Shiva, this explained. In fact, both books are here. You can take out a copy, it's a good print also. Secret Supreme is readily available. It is not that book is, you can easily buy the book, get the book. Not then you go for the copy. Then, there are, of course, this is the first thing. Secondly, I project 3 books, Parapraveshka, both Panchadiksa and Paramarsar. They are, simple reading of the same consciousness. And Swamiji is authored. Every book is available in this thing, so that slowly develop like that. Then, I suggest afterwards, you can go to Pratibhagya Adhyam, Shiv Sutras, and step by step, read the wisdom. But my request is do practice. Practice has a great help. Those who practice also, it is a big help. Mm-hmm. Yes, they can download it also.
Also, I wanted to let you know, Kamishi helped me build some of the websites he put Kamishi right here. So he has helped build the Shavai.org.
Acha.
So that's another connection with him.
Great.
And the other books that you mentioned, I will update them over here on the website.
Everything I will update them. My only humble submission is that you must read many books, good print. It should be Swami Lakshmanju, Mukhananda, of course, this was very inspiring book and very simple I have seen for this thing. And then, Dr. Baljinath Pandit, he was a great writer, he was respected he was a teacher in the Ishwar Ashram also. And sometimes, Swami Lakshmanju say, Arey Baljinath ji, am I correctly explaining it? Then there's a great teacher, Professor Nilkant Gurutu. His book is that Paratamishka, is a masterpiece. Someday, world will translate in all languages that book of. And for your guidance, I will tell you, Uparji, that my first invitation by Kashmir Overseas Association. In 2001, I was invited by Kashmir Overseas Association to tour various towns in America, and including that Pennsylvania, Hershey, that camp also. So it was a little honor. Tell you frankly, it is 2001. 24 years back. Just it's a guide. This is my way of story medium and experience medium. So what I thought personally, I said, yes, I am giving lecture. Thanks to M.K. Kawa, Secretary Education. He forced me to do the lecture. Karo, why you are hiding in Kashmir? You are staying in the home, only not doing it. He forced me to lecture. I said, I lack inner experience. I'll tell you the truth. That time I lack not much of sadhana, though I was also focusing on that. I lack inner experience. So I thought, let me go to Professor Nilkant Gurutu, great Pandit, great knowledgeable person. Now, so how should I approach? Not a Mr. Gurutu, I want to learn, no. It was a June, July is that camp, in June I had to go to America. I just rang him up, Gurutu Sahab. He was close to my elder brother. My elder brother used to read in Shavalaya Pratibhagya Darshan from Gurutu Sahab. I said, humble way. Sanskrita is Kashmiri. Gurutu Sahab, namaskar. I have some doubts. Sir, can I come? My Virendra bol raha hu, I have some doubts. He said, Baba, beta, June very hot. June very hot. Come after 2 months. Weather will be a little more better hoga weather. Come after 2 months. It is very hot. I said, sir, yeah, very correct. Sir, I will come after 2 months, I told him. I never dared to tell him that, sir, I am going to Kashmir Overseas Association, America, I am going to America. That's a trash before a master. Any worldly achievement. Please remember, if you really want to get the grace, if you want really be in connection with the Lord Shiva, remember, all these material things is nothing but trash. I said, sir, very good. I never gave a hint also that I am going and this and that. Then he rang up my elder brother. Gyan, bola, Gyan ji, wo Virendra ji ka phone aaya tha. Usne kaha tha, he wants to have some doubts. Very hot, isn't it? Very hot. So I told him to come after 2 months. He told me, sir, next week he has to leave for America. This Kashmir Overseas Association has invited him. But he never told me, oh, really? Then why come. And then he said, you also come. Then both of us went, my brother and myself, we drove to that Shalimar Bagh, that he used to live in that area in Delhi, that thing. I brought a cute tape recorder with me. My purpose was I want to discuss Dharanas of Vigyan Bhairav with him. You could hear. But he spoke so slowly, I had to, use my hand only with the pen, this Dharana Bhagat. So this is how we acquire the knowledge, there are many miracles, many things, great things about these masters. But I'll tell you, number one, divine grace has connected to us. That's why we are here. Secondly, you may be of anything. मेरी नौकरी नहीं है, मेरा कमर में दर्द है. Never mind. Grace is, मेरा उम्र चला गया, I'm old now, how can I get God? अरे, God will bless you at any time, any age. Remember, be absolutely positive. And lastly, let me conclude with only Lalawak, which is close to me. This is a Lalawak, I'll recite it, and then I have a Hindi translation of this Lalawak, the one. Shushi zervil zal vahravit, krzan manchai terit kat, hata zindanai vichahan, adakati merit, yani means pan kad, vazit chai kat. Shu फैलाए सूक्ष्म जाल स्वयं ही घट घटवासी है. अरे जीवन में ही तुम पहचानो, मर के क्या पहचानोगे. चिंतन से तुम गहन मनन से बात तत्व की जान लो. खुद को खुद से अलग करो, क्या नश्वर है, अविनाशी है. शू फैलाए सूक्ष्म जाल. ओम नमः शिवाय.